Hello everybody, welcome to Cooking with the Riz. Before I give you my next little recipe here, which is going to be an apple pie, I have got a new logo for you to look at. See on the back wall here? That's my new cooking logo. I think it's pretty good. A professional caricaturist, cartoonist drew that for me, and I'm really happy with it. But okay, so that's that. Now I'm making a pastry here, simple pastry. I'll put all the ingredients up here for you when I do it. But I've got my flour here. All right, I've got self-raising flour. So that goes in. Then I've got some corn flour here. Just goes in like that. Okay, and then I've got my butter. So the butter needs to be chilled. All right, so this is sort of like the quick way of doing it instead of rubbing it in between your fingers and takes forever. So I just put it in the machine like this, and Bob's your uncle. Now this recipe here is brought to you by my girlfriend's friend, Betty. She made this for us one time when we were up in Queensland, and it was bloody fantastic, let me tell you. So I'm going to try and replicate that and see what happens. Hopefully I do it good. So I'll just give that a bit of a spin around. Just let it do its little crumbling. Let's have a look at that. It's not too bad. Give it a bit of a stir up with the spatula here. I think it's all good, all mixed in by the looks of it. Yep. That's how quick that is, instead of rubbing it with your fingers. And then I'm going to add in the sugar as well. So I'll just mix that in. Put him back on for a sec. Alright, that's all you need the machine for. So I'll just move that out of the road. And then I'll put that into here. Get rid of the blade first. Alright. Okay, and then what we do, we just mix in the wet ingredients, which is just a bit of milk and an egg. That's it. Beat them together. Beat the milk and that together like so, and put it in the middle like that, and just mix it around. You can use your hands if you want to. I'm just doing it like this for a minute. And it comes together. So it's the first time I'm doing this recipe, so forgive me if I make a blunder. It's coming together, that's okay. It's pretty good. What I'll do, I'll put it on the board here. I'll just give it a bit of a knead. And then I'll put it in the fridge, it can rest. Pretty simple recipe really. And then I'll stew up some apples. I've got some nice Granny Smith apples. I've got 6 apples over there. I'm going to peel them and stew them. See how it comes together like that? It's alright, isn't it? Not bad for my first time, I think. Should make Betty proud. This is a bit crumbly, this kind of recipe, kind of pastry, so don't panic. Okay, and even when you put it in the tray or in the dish that you're going to make the pie in, don't worry, because you can just use bits and fill up gaps and whatever like that, so there's no problem there. Alright, so that's not too bad. My board keeps running away. Alright, so that's nicely come together. So I'll get some cling film. I'll wrap him up and put him in the fridge. Alright, so that'll go in the fridge and let that tighten up a little bit and set a little bit. And then while that's doing that, I'll make the apples. And I will show you that in a minute. I might just peel them. You don't have to watch me peel them. And then I'll show you what that's all about. Okay, so just cut the, I had my apples are in water here, so I peel them, put them into this water and put some lemon in the water. That's called acidulated water, so that way the apples do not go brown, they will oxidize very, very quickly. And then just do this, like I'm doing now, pretty easy, keep them in nice big chunks. And then I'm going to stew them up. Alright, that's pretty easy, isn't it? Okay guys, I'm here now, just preparing the apples for the apple pie. So, and before I go on, I'd just like to remind everybody, if they're liking what I'm doing for you, hit that like button. Good old thumbs up there, wouldn't go astray. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, do so, and hit the little bell button next to it as well, and that way you'll receive my content when I upload my recipes. Okay, so without further ado here, I've got everything here. I've got my apples here that I've just strained off. I've got a little bit of sugar, a bit of vanilla. I've got a couple of cinnamon quills here, and I've got some ground cinnamon as well. I'm going to start off with a bit of butter in here, and put the fan on before I burn the house down. Okay, I'll throw the apples in, let them turn that down a little bit, just toss them around a little bit in there. That's yummy with the smell of the butter in here. It's really yum. Nutty flavour. I did drop one, so you can go in the bin. So we'll just let them cook off a bit. Okay. So don't forget, when you do your apples, you put them into some water that's got some lemon juice in it, so they don't darken. That's just a tip for you. You don't want brown apples, it's no good. So we'll just let them go a little bit there. Then all we've got to do is put a bit of water in here. A little bit. I might put a bit of. I've got a bit of vanilla here. I'll put a bit of that in there as well, and the sugar. A couple of tablespoons of sugar later on. And that's pretty easy. It's not hard at all. It's pretty good. All right, I'll chuck a little bit of water in now. Don't need very much, just that. Try that. See how that goes. That should stew down nicely. Put a bit of vanilla in here, a couple of, about a tablespoon. Throw the quills in as well. And just let that stew by itself. You don't want to have these mushy, okay? So just keep your eye on them, stir them around a bit, and because then don't forget they've got to cook in the oven later. So you just want them to be just a little bit cooked, not too much. All right, I'll just turn it up a little bit, get the heat in there. Close that noisy bugger. Cinnamon quills are yum. Okay, that's getting a bit of temperature in there now. So the sugar will go in when they're broken down a little bit. Oh, not now. So they'll just start to break. They don't take long to start breaking down either, so just make sure you keep your eye on them, okay? The pastry is in the fridge, resting, wrapped up in plastic. You got to make sure you rest your pastry. All right. All right, so just let that go for a minute. Let it do its thing. Okay. It's a bit of twiddle the thumbs standing here watching it, isn't it? So the water should evaporate out of there. Sometimes you get little bits of the cinnamon on there that come off. That's all right, doesn't hurt. But if you can get it out, just take it out. I might just add the sugar in. Oops. Just a couple of tablespoons. I'm using caster sugar here. That's all you need. So that'll dissolve nicely in there. And I'm going to put a little bit of cinnamon, not quite just yet. Get rid of this here. So you can make this and just let it sit like I'm going to now. I'll let it sit for a little while, and that way the taste of the cinnamon quills and that in here will go in there as well. Don't forget to take them out before you make your pie. Okay, so she's boiling away a little bit. See, well, you get little bits like that come off the cinnamon. Actually, the ground cinnamon I might just sprinkle on top of the apples when I've got them into the pastry. So So I'm not going to do that right. Won't put any in here because it'll darken it. You don't want it to go dark. That's going nicely here. Beautiful. Look at that. Yum yum. Beautiful apple pie. And I'm going to make a bit of a custard to go with this later, which is on another video of mine. So you can check that out. Make my simple custard. And it is very simple. Doesn't take long at all to make it. This smells nice, I'll tell you what. Oh yeah, it smells beautiful. So you want to keep these in big pieces, yeah? You don't want them to squish. You don't want puree. Just give them a feel, you know, see what they feel like. Still a bit hard. Keep going. Remember, this has to cool down a bit in here. I reckon they're pretty good. Not bad, actually. Little bits of cinnamon keep annoying me. Not too bad at all here. That's enough, I would say, because that's getting to the stage of softness now. Let's try a bit of that. A bit hot. Still got a little bit of crunch to it. That's good. I'll leave it at that. Just let it sit now. And then I might actually put it through the strainer over here. And let that juice go through, and then I might just reduce that down so it's thick. Just like that. Alright, because there's all nice juice in here, so don't want to lose that. So I might just reduce that down. Let that do its thing. I might even just add a little bit of butter to that, because the butter will thicken it as well. So I'll just let it do its thing. Sorry guys, let's get a bit of butter here. Put that in. Whisk. Just whisk that through. So you want to put that through the apples when it's nice and thick, and that way it'll give it a bit of a nice sauce in the apple pie. It smells damn good, I tell you what. Beautiful. Really yum. Yeah, get those quills out. This quill here. Take him out. Yeah, so just let that reduce. And then add it through this and let it cool down. All right, and then I'll come back and I'll show you when I put it together with the pastry. Get it all happening a bit later on. All right, until then, sit back and relax, and I will see you very soon. Okay guys, I've had a wardrobe change. I'm in my Tigers outfit, my Tigers jumper and Tigers hat. We're losing at the moment, it's half time, but hopefully we come back and win. Okay, now back to the recipe. I've rolled out the pastry. Now this is a short pastry, okay, so it doesn't have to be perfect or anything, and it won't be when you roll it out, because it's so short that it just, you know, you get all rough edges right around, but don't worry about it. Just roll it out to about, you know, probably a couple of mil thick, 2 or 3 mil thick, and then put it over the top of your rolling pin and then roll it onto your dish. All right. And then just make sure that when you do it, you just get other pieces and fill up the little gaps that haven't been filled, and just push it in like so, and then you'll end up with it like that. Pretty easy, really. It's a very forgiving pastry, this one, so there's no real dramas there. And then all we do with this, you don't blind bake this or anything. I've got my mixture over here, and that's all nice in here now. Let's grab a spoon. So that's all looking really good in here. All right, so I'll just put that in, just like so. All right, spread her out. And that's basically that part done. I'm just going to sprinkle a bit of cinnamon over the top. I like cinnamon and apple, goes really well. Sprinkle a bit, sprinkle a lot, whatever you like. I like a lot. And that's that, okay? Now what I've got to do is just do the lid. So again, just scrunch it up like so. You probably want a bit more than, actually I might use this bit here. Now when you do this, don't use too much flour on your board, because otherwise the pastry will dry out too much. All right, so you just want a little bit on here, so just move that back a bit. Just dust your board like so. All right, and just put a little bit on top, just like that. And just give her a roll, roly-poly. I think I need to get a bigger rolling pin. This is too small. This is like a little baby. Alright, so that's what we do, is roll her out like that. Just like so. So it's very forgiving, this pastry, so like I said before. So just, there, don't be scared. Oh, geez, nearly lost the whole dish. Okay. That's not too bad. And then we'll just flip that over there like that. Okay. Bring that over here, like so. And then what I might do, I might just wet the sides a bit. Just like this. Flop him over, just like that. All right, and you just have to adjust it. Okay, just like that. Just cut it off a little bit there, it's got too much on that there. So there you go, that's about it, guys. And then I'll just egg wash this, and then I'll just sprinkle a bit of sugar on it and we'll whack them in the oven. There we go. Well, there's a little piece here that's a bit missing. Okay, so what I'll do now, I will just get a bit of egg and I'll egg wash it. And this pastry here you can put in the freezer and freeze it down for another day. All right, that's pretty good. It's ready to go, see? I'll just leave that there. All right. And also you need to cut a little hole in the top here, just for the steam to get out. So I'll just do it like so. All right. Simple, simple. So without further ado, I will get this egg wash, which I haven't even prepared yet, because I'm a doofus. Egg. I'm too caught up in the football game, that's what's going on. Just give it a quick mix up, like so. Get a brush and just brush him on, just like that. The oven's already at temperature. I heard it beep just before. And there you go. That's it, with a bit of sugar on top. Just sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Just like that. Easy peasy. There you go, guys. That's that. So I'll whack him in the oven now, and I'll show you the end result when it's all done. Okay, the apple pie is cooked. Let's see what it comes out like. It's always hard to get the first piece out, always. So I'll try my best, but I don't know about the chances here. Nightmare to get out sometimes. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, nice. That's good. Whoop. Ooh. Looks all right. I'll just show you, guys, if you can see that. Is that focusing? So that's come up not too bad. And I've got my yummy custard here. So I'll put a bit of that over it. Just like so. Now let's have a taste test. All right. And as per usual, I forgot my spoon. All right, let's go. I'll tell you something, the pastry is so short and so beautiful. That is really, really yum. I tasted a little bit off the top before. Here we go. This is very, very yum, I'll tell you now. Especially with the custard as well. Well, thank you to Betty for her little recipe. I just tweaked it with the, I didn't tweak the pastry. I just tweaked the apple filling a little bit, but not much. But that is just absolutely crazy and mad and so scrumptious. And let me tell you, that is very tasty and very nice. That pastry is to die for. All right, guys, well, that's another one, another wrap. If you like what I've done for you, hit the other thumbs up there. Give me the big thumbs up. Smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell on the side there. and you shall receive the content that I put up. Until the next one, I'll see you then. And by the way, my Richmond boys have come up and we are 2 points in front and there's 1/4 to go. So hopefully we win this grand final. Go Tigers! See you at the next one, guys. Bye.